Welcome, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio to 1111 Tarot. This is your happy Valentine. Won't you be mine reading? Let's skedaddle over here. And this is our 1111 Wheel of Life board, and it allows us to manifest with our highest path incorporated because we co-create with the divine. So if you're interested in this board, just look down below in the descriptions. Also, you guys, there is a pick a ring reading out there. Who Will I Marry? I just uploaded it the other day, so feel free to check that out. And if I can ask you, please help the channel out to grow. Your support inspires me to continue to do this. So whatever way you help, I appreciate it. All right, my lovelies, here we go. We're going to start off our reading with Cancer. All right, Cancer, I hope that you're having a very good week. Let's see what we've got here. Now, these are the mystery deck. They came from Amazon, but from an anonymous donor, if you will, which is wonderful. They're not a complete deck. There's only 50, and there's actually duplicate of cards, but they have different graphics. It's very bizarre. So this is my mystery deck, and we're going to pull out 4 mystery cards out of this deck for you, Cancer. Now, all decks have been pre-smudged, premeditated, and pre-shuffled, but I cut the deck just in, involve your energy. All right, my lovely, let's get your 4 cards, and we're going to save these till the end of the reading. We'll put them over here by our little pick-a-ring. All right, we're going to use these. These are Whispers of Love Oracle cards, and we're going to get into the reading by starting right in the center. And on my channel, I've been guided by Archangel Michael that I always start my spread off right here in the middle with the universe and the great spirit to co-create. So what does the co-creation with the universe have to say? A 23, which is a root number of 5. It reduces to 5. I don't know why I say root, but it reduces to a 5 because 2 plus 3 is a 5. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. That is beautiful. I think I'm going to move this deck so that it sits over here from now on. That way the light shines on this very well. You can see this is a very adventurous trip. And it's almost like Gaia is a portal. See this beautiful archway here? And they're being rushed right into the opening. Exquisite. So take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Ooh, Cancer. I feel like you're about to get an offer. We're going to find out. Let's jump into the tarot. I have got the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, my lovelies, and we are going to see what you have going on. Now, I always start here in the east where the sun rises. It's all about new beginnings. It's where we think of things. It's where our mind is resting on things, as well as telepathic communication from the 5D. Ooh, talk about 5. We have 5 of Swords. So I feel as though words were exchanged and there was some communication there that left people a little defensive, if you will. Moving in the south node, it's our earth realm. We have Temperance, Archangel Michael, healing this conflict, if you will. In our west, where our ancestors speak, we have Princess of Sword. This is in the west. It's our fire side. It's where the sun sets. And then we go to our north node, which is all about our spiritual success. Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. This is a pretty straightforward message. I think I really feel like this conversation was not as sharp as all these swords because 3 swords are down and 2 swords are up. So someone spoke their piece and the other person didn't really make a decision or held their tongue. And I feel like someone walked away. And I feel like this is where Archangel Michael comes in and is trying to heal this connection through mixing of these cups. So there's some healing going on and some protection right now. as we move forward, here's where the sword gets upright. See, someone held their words, and then from our ancestors speaking, we have this upright Princess of Swords. And it doesn't matter, there's no gender in the tarot. So male or female, this is communication absolutely coming in. And what's interesting is we have this Queen of Cups in your North Node. This is the empath. This is the person that is very intuitive, follows her intuition, and simply knows that this is a very loving, enduring environment, energy, welcoming. It's a very good energy. And Queen of Cups, when you see Queen of Cups on the board, it's Gemini, Cancer, so this is your energy. Or you could be dealing with a fellow Cancer or a Gemini. So it's aligned with you. You've speaking your piece. You felt like you were in strife, so you took a chance, or you're going to. Interesting. Let's get some blessings. This is my lessons and blessings deck. I don't even know the real name, but that's what we call it. Had it for a while. There's a lot of decks out there. Okay. Well, I do not take these in reverse, and I do have the whole deck in reverse. So we're going to flip that right around for you, Cancer. Desert Vision Quest. Who else got this in the exact same spot? Was it Virgo? Might have been. So you can see there's strife going on, like consistently defending oneself. And now you have this vision quest where you're on this long journey looking for water. I feel like there's a lot of distraction and interference that kept you from just staying on your path. And that's what this is representative of. And now I feel like you're much more focused, and you're able to use that to communicate very well. And that brings you even deeper into your intuitive nature as the Queen of Cups. Let's get a little bit more here. Yep, there's your power. You pulled your power back. That's exactly what you did. So right here you can see it was getting to be too tough. And Archangel Michael was like, hey, time to pull back. Speak your piece, but do it within grace, right? And you did take a chance on love, or you're being encouraged that it could in the future. So maybe there was some seeds planted, huh, Cancer? Let's get this little baby tarot ready. Now, when you look at this, let's take a little step back from this. Let's look at the bigger picture, right? We have destiny and fate crossing our path, which is the commingling of the universe and great source to co-create with us. And so now we're going to fill in the 4 pillars of our world, of our life, with how your energy and others' energy that you've commingled with fills out this entire bigger picture. Here we go. We're going to qualify this 5 of Swords here. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. In Illumination, you have the Queen of Swords. In Clarity, you have the Knight of Pentacles. And in Wisdom, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, so this strife was costing you a lot of your own time, energy, and you were seeing it for what it was worth. You weren't gaining any footing. I actually feel like it was slowing you or holding you back because it was distracting you, and it was for nothing. Nothing was coming out of it. And that's where Illumination, Queen of Swords, somebody spoke up. I feel you spoke up, or you will. That gave you back your power as the Queen of Swords. She pretty much says it as it is. She does not mince words. She lays it on the line. Now, in Clarity, we have this Knight of Pentacles. This is a very steady energy. And I feel like that's what you were needing, is to get back on your horse, of being focused and away from the distractions, because in wisdom, you needed to have security in yourself. And this is a lot about self-growth. When you see the Nine of Pentacles, it is about being focused. It's about self-love. It's about building that solid foundation that allows you to bloom, to create the beginnings of your own inheritance to leave behind, if you will. Like you're starting your empire. It's beautiful. You've definitely got some solid footing out of it. So I do feel this was the right decision for you at this time. I do feel this Knight of Pentacle, though. Clarity is in the Gemini placement. I do feel this is actually your reflection in the other person. I feel they're very focused on their career as well. Interesting. Let's go ahead and move over here into Temperance. Let's qualify Temperance. We're moving out of the ethereal, where it's just the concept, a lot of thinking, right, going on here, making decisions based on thought. We're going to move into our emotional side about how do we feel. You know, this is all about our trial and error. Qualifying this Temperance. In love, Queen of Wands. Wow. In trust, oh my God, the Sun. In growth, Ten of Swords. What? Are you kidding me, Cancer? Okay, in love, your 10th house, it's all about your life path. This person sees you as this mystical, seductive being. I mean, that's what the Queen of Wands is. The Queen of Wands is somebody that is almost untouchable, very much put on a pedestal. They're held in extremely high regard. They're not afraid to take a risk, and yet they don't ever seem to take a risk because everything works out for them. It's almost like they have the world well within their hand. Beautiful entrepreneurial energy also. So somebody that takes charge and knows her worth. You have in trust soulmate, the Sun. This could possibly, like I said, somebody mirroring you. Somebody that you can honestly say you saw fit you very well. And then in growth, you found it to be hard. I don't know what the holdup was. We'll get into it. But there was something holding you back. And it was starting to just feel like it was a major distraction that you just never could find the plush water to drink from. It was just empty, if you will. And this journey that just seemed to go on forever with no ending in sight and no potential growth was being shown. And something painful came out of it that you stepped away from, because this is a 10. You've ended the cycle. Major arcana here with the Sun right in the middle, which is your trust. You do know that this was somebody that you felt was completely aligned for you. And I believe they saw it too. Maybe not the depth you did, but they could see that this was definitely a match, a twin. And I don't think of it as a twin flame at all. I think of this as somebody that matches your vibration, okay? Not the yin and the yang as much as somebody that comes up and says, hey, you got your own yin and yang, I got my own yin and yang. We seem to go together. Yeah. But whatever it is that was going on that was causing this conflict, you pulled your power back and you used your words to set the truth straight, because as Princess of Swords is all about communication in an upright position. And as a Queen of Cups, this is somebody that really holds their own power very well. They're very nurturing, and you might see this other person as this as well. Maybe they're a Gemini, but it is definitely your energy as well. I think this was a very loving environment. I just feel like it got at a stagnant point. Now, what's interesting is I say stagnant point, but look, we have the two lovers in the boat being rushed along by the divine right through this beautiful portal. So who knows where this is going? but it's a 23, which again is a 5 when it's reduced, which is all about changes. And you have a 5 right next to it, so a natural 55. Here we go. In introspect, oh my gosh, 4 of Wands. In dream, the Ace of Swords. In experience, the Wheel. Are you kidding me? This is why I love this board, seriously. So we're talking now about what's truly going to be coming towards you in the material realm. What have you and this other person commingled with the divine and created? Because the universe is going to reflect what the both of you are pulling together. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's not a one-sided coin here. There's always 3 sides to a coin. So when you can understand that, you can then understand how we're working with the divine universe, source, as well as another energy and ours when we start coming together. So in introspection, Sagittarian energy doesn't have to be. You see, this was very aligned, and I see that reflected right here in your trust with this Sun card. Sun, soul. Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's all about sunshine, feeling content, and you trusted that this was going to be that. You really did. But growth was that it was not. Let's move up here. We have this dream, your perspective, Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords, usually in a normal deck, it's an upright position, and it means great communication. But for me, in this position on the Baby Tarot, I really feel with the sword being down that you've spoke your words and you've communicated what you had to say. And I think you communicated that you felt this was divinely aligned. In your experience, Cancer, the wheel is going to turn. You're ready to move forward, not looking back. This is a 10 again, and it is a completed cycle. I said again, where did you have 10 before? Other than if you had the 2 5s. Oh, yes, your 10 of Swords here. So on opposite sides of the board here on the corners, so your corner stakes here, you definitely have the wheel moving you forward. In cleansing, all about your 12th house, and that's about the unseen realm. 4 of Pentacles. We're qualifying this Queen of Cup. So somebody's holding on to this energy still. It's very fresh. Or somebody's keeping it fresh and totally feeling as though there's something worth holding on to, and you're being asked to cleanse this energy. Wow. It's time to move on. Renewal. Knave of Pentacle. This can be a fresh start, because knaves are all about something new, right? So it is possible for some of you, you see this as a fresh start. For others, your 8th house is about transformations, mysteries, and one-on-one relationships. You may see this as something was premature. Maybe you walked away too soon, or maybe they felt there's something left unclosed. Some closure needs to come in. I can clearly read the cards for this. Whether this is your energy or theirs, there is definitely some closure needed yet, which will be had. Impurity, Cancer, your own energy. 4th house, Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. That's interesting. You've walked away because you were feeling like they weren't investing and it was just a waste of time. And I feel you did express your emotions very strongly. And I think you told this person, hey, I thought this was aligned. I've spoke my piece. I'm ready to move on. I don't see this going anywhere. And it's painful. So I'm going to close this cycle out. And I wish you all the best luck in the world. And I think something's coming back around. Let's find out. We've got these mystery cards. Here we go now, Cancer. All right, we're going to qualify 5 of Swords with our mystery deck. Loyalty. Happy Valentine's Day, Cancer. I'm about to cry. I have not seen all the cards in this deck, and that is absolutely precious. Okay, so it's the Ten of Hearts, same as Ten of Cups. Over this, Archangel Michael, are you healing some hearts? So that's what's going on. Because look at this. Who doesn't want that beautiful, sweet puppy? Innocent. Wanting to go for a walk and play. Yeah. I do see a lot of immaturity here. Obviously, we have a puppy. And then we have this knave. So this is somebody that you're dealing with that is learning how to love. That may not have experienced true love in the past. And I think that's where patience is being asked by Archangel Michael to you. This is an 18. It's all about reducing it to a 9. A 9 is about protecting something you've invested into. And this Queen of Cups energy has invested a lot into this situation, or they wouldn't be holding on. Now let's move down here to Temperance and qualify. There's another 9 on the board. Remember, we have this 18. 1 plus 8 reduces to a 9. So you have 2 9s on the board. And Valentine's Day, I think you're going to get some gifts, because this is the Queen of Spades. Wow. This is the Queen of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords here. She's double tapped. It's in Illumination. Somebody's coming forward to reveal their truth. And I feel like they have, it says, what does it say there? Let's use the camera. Gilded Revere. I just know they hold you in extreme regard. Don't be surprised if you actually get a bouquet of flowers on Valentine's Day with a love note of some kind. Let me help her out one moment. Yeah, beautiful flowers. Oh, I just love your mystery cards. Look, you got a puppy. Lord, what if they bring you a puppy in flowers or something? I don't know. Here we go. Princess of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay. So you have another 5, which means changes, challenges. This is a 7 of Hearts. So this is 7 of Cups. This means so many options, and that's a Princess of Swords. There's communication about there's too many options in the game. Somebody's being felt like an option. Maybe you both did. Maybe you weren't focused on each other. With this challenge on the board with the 7 of Hearts, the challenge on the board is to really find what one of these is going to bring in the rainbow. Now, when you see this symbol in the tree, in the middle of the tree, this is all about your chakras and balancing out your chakras. So look at the little birds, which are the messengers. There's some balance required here. Absolutely. Queen of Cups. Oh, 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 my Lanta. You got an Ace of Heart, which is the same as an Ace of Cup. And look at him. Whether you're masculine or feminine, consider this energy, if you will, as somebody as you see in a very beautiful way. This energy is exquisite. It's a 10. Again, there's a completed cycle, and it's very possible there's something be renewed here with this. This doesn't feel like an old energy. It feels like somebody that is very close friends. They're sending flowers. They're loyal to this friendship. And I feel like somebody wanted to take it to another level. Okay? And I'm not seeing that at first it was reciprocated. So I feel like Cancer, someone pulled their energy back. I feel it was you pulled your energy, your power back. And now I think that offer is being rethought. So there may be an age difference between the two of you. Quite a significant one. Could be up to 18 years even. This is definitely somebody that is either older or younger than you, if this resonates. or their energy feels very young, if you will. Absolutely beautiful spread, Cancer. It's going to be your call, it truly is. I love you guys to the moon and back. Please hit that like, subscribe, whatever you do to support the channel. And happy Valentine's Day. Much light, much love. I did it again. I'm trying every single reading I've done this, so don't feel bad. Okay, if you are dealing with an Aquarius, this is your Valentine bonus, if you will. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, there is something being cleared up. A lot of clarity being put on the board, so some decisions can be made, or something's being cut completely out, like boundaries established. If you are dealing with a Gemini, this is interesting. I feel like there's slow energy is finally making an offer. Very slow energy has finally made an offer. And if you are dealing with a Libra, I feel like this person is honestly wanting to remain single. I don't feel they're ready to commingle, if you will. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, I feel like this person sees you as this mystical Queen of Wands, somebody that might even be unattainable, somebody they put on a very high pedestal that has a lot of potential and doesn't really need anybody, but chooses to be self-reliant. So at this point, if you're dealing with Capricorn, they may see you out of their league almost. If you are dealing with a Taurus, they feel this is it. This is the divine match. And they are reflecting of your energy very well. If you're dealing with a Virgo, I feel like there's a huge cycle of pain completed, done, overkill. And either someone's walking away and doing what's best for them, or there's a whole new restart, maybe even some time apart. Let's move up here. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, somebody feels, the Sag feels that this is absolutely aligned and destined to be, that this is divinely guided. They also feel like this is a spiritual connection. If you are dealing with a Leo, this person is just really looking at the whole situation, holding their silence for a little bit, but they're going to speak. They're just trying to get their thoughts together, and then they're going to reapproach this. And they may have Pisces in their chart as well, or you might have in your natal chart, maybe as their moon, possibly. The wheel here, Aries. If you are dealing with an Aries, something is definitely giving, and there's change in the wheel, something's moving forward, and it's going to be in your favor, Cancer. So that looks great. If you are dealing with a Pisces, this Pisces is holding on to you, Cancer. They're still thinking of you. They are still wanting to hang on to either memories or energies, something they've not quite let go. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, it's possible there's a child in the mix that is keeping the two of you apart, or it's possible that this is a very young energy and they just don't have the experience yet to understand what exactly the depth of this relationship is. And if you are dealing with a Cancer, somebody wants a passionate, compassionate, new beginning. So absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. And again, happy Valentine's, my dear. All right, Pisces, this is your happy Valentine. Won't you be mine reading? And this is the 1111 Wheel of Life manifestation board that we're going to use here to do your reading. Complete the spread on. So, you guys, I've been explaining to all the other signs. This is a mystery deck. That's what I call it. It came from Amazon. Nobody knows. I mean, it's an anonymous send. It's not complete. It has weird misprints and all kinds of weird stuff. So I cut the deck. I've already pre-shuffled, pre-smudged, and premeditated on all the decks I'll be using. But I want to save these 4 cards here for us to use as what we don't know, what's coming toward us, and we'll use those at the very end of your reading. All right. And I haven't seen all those cards either, so they're quite interesting, actually. Let's start your reading off, Pisces. We're going to start with Whispers of Love for our Valentine reading. Here we go. Great Spirit speaks. So we co-create with the Great Spirit, which is the divine, the universe. And you have a 13, and it says, miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. I want to say Capricorn got this too. So when you look at this, it's all these seeds planted, and some blow away and you don't really get to grab them all, but you have to choose, and you have to pick and choose. So I feel like you have some options and some choices in front of you, Pisces. I really do. But you do have to really look at this challenge in front of you as well, and that there are miracles and blessings that can be gifted. And even in the things that we don't always see as a blessing, there's usually some good that we can take away, even if it's just a lesson. All right, let's get into the tarot. We're going to go ahead, use the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And here we go. See, where do I want to put these? Right over here. Let's start here in the East. It's all about where the sun rises. It's our thoughts. It's the beginning of things. And it has a lot to do with where our mind is, right? It's all about concept. 10 of Wands. And in your South Node, your Earth plane, all right? This is what you are beginning to manifest, if you will. The Hierophant. And when you're going into the West, where the sun sets, it's our fire side. It's also where our ancestors speak. The Tower, Pisces. What? Let's keep going. We're going to come back to all this and work through it. North Node, water. It's all about our spiritual success. And what do you have? 7 of Wands. Thank God. Wow, Pisces. We're about to take a wild trip. Okay? I'm actually going to pull your blessing cards before I walk this one, which I've never done this before. But I just want to make sure that I'm truly understanding what the message is intuitively, as well as what the cards say. All right, so we've got fog veiled, and we're going to come over here. Submerged iceberg. Whoa. All right, let's walk the talk here. So over here, mentally, you've been carrying around this baggage for an extremely long time. It has been a heavy weight on your shoulders because you didn't have all the details. It was like everything was cloudy. You didn't understand why it went the way it did. You didn't understand, and so you were left to assume, okay? And because of the unclearness of the situation, it felt like guilt. It felt like heavy baggage to carry, which is this 10 of Wands. But that's been gone through a completed cycle now, okay? With the 10 of Wands, you're putting those wands down. You're choosing one wand. So it's a 10 to 1. When you reduce a 10, 1 plus the 0 is 1. So you get 10 to 1. 10 is completing the cycle, 1 is renewing. And so with that wand, you're grabbing one of the 10 wands and you're putting the rest down. Now, as we move into your emotional side, you do feel a commitment to the situation still. It still lingers. It still feels like there's a connection, even if it's just in the 5D, but it's also, I don't know, I kind of feel like this was either you were married in the past or a long-term commitment in the past, which I know you're not going to hear it. You're not going to want to hear it, Pisces. I get it. But there is a higher commitment on the table. That's what the cards say that is coming forward. And this is from the past. So this could be somebody from a long, long ago past. Could be up to, you know, you meeting them 10 years ago. It's definitely something is going on here. And third eye is open. All right, Pisces, the Tower. This is where the sun sets. At the end of the day, something has shocked your foundation. I sense that it is whatever you went away believing has somehow allowed you, you've received information or something that allowed you to put the burdens down, or you made the choice to put these burdens down. Now, what's interesting is this Tower comes up and rocks a foundation, completely, because everything you believed about this circumstance or this event, this relationship, was based on some sort of a miscalculation or a misunderstanding. And so what you believed is being torn completely down. Interesting, we have this iceberg submerged. I want to get a clarifier on this card. Let me just see what deck we're going to use. Let's go ahead and grab the Good Tarot. This is you guys are the only one that are getting the Good Tarot so far in any of the Valentine readings. And I believe you guys are my 8th reading. So submerged, we're going to lay this right on top, and we're going to pull that on the top. Ace of Fire. What? You got fire and ice, baby. Somebody is showing you they're melting your ice with their expression. Ace of Fire is compassionate opportunity, is melting the ice. And look what you get when we move up here to your north node, water, victory. Absolute victory. It's interesting, you go from the Ten of Wands, putting it down, to grabbing the wand that you want, and now you're at a victorious level. Wow. You have 2 yellows on the board, as you can see, balancing out your east and west. This is a collective. This is the ancestors. And I'm going to sneeze, I think. Phew! Phew! Bless me. I apologize. Here we go. Looking at the book here for the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, making plans, what you think and where that is leading you. Yep, I thought it was about all these assumptions. So you assumed that this was something that was a burden, and you kind of wanted to just put it behind you. Something came in and changed that belief and is bringing it back around. All right, so let's take a breather, Pisces. This is a strange story. So you have fate and destiny crossing your path through the universe here. And it's commingling its creation with the universe, with you and your energies. So I've got the baby tarot here. We're going to give it a cut, and we're going to do some clarifying that'll build up the pillars of the foundation, the 4 corners of the spread in the reading. So let's start here with Illumination. Now again, we're qualifying this 10 of Wands. This is how you saw it before. Knave of Swords in clarity. Knight of Swords. Wow. And in Wisdom, 2 of Pentacles. All right, let's understand this. So the way you were seeing it before, and this is in this situation, this is the past for you, because we have the 10 of Wands as well as this fog veiled. So in the past, it was clearly in like this very young energy. Almost like you just felt like it was a very immature energy you were dealing with, and you decided to cut it out. So with the Knight of Swords, you were like, nope, quick as flat, I'm out of here. And boom, I feel like you rode away. Like you were like, I'm not doing this young energy here. And then in Wisdom, it was imbalanced, and you had to make a choice, and you chose to do what was right for you. And I feel like the situation was, if you will, put on hold. There was a big cooling off, and maybe long-term cooling off between the two of you. In fact, I feel like everybody just kind of is going to move on in a sense at this point. Now, as we move into what happened next, so this is where we have this commitment on the board. So I feel like somebody wanted a higher commitment, and somebody said, no, I'm not committing to this. This is too immature of a relationship. And that's where the Hierophant came onto the table. So when the third eye opens, though, I feel like somebody started waking up with the third eye. In love, you've got the Queen of Swords. And in trust, you have the 9 of Pentacles. And in growth, you have the 8 of Swords. Beautiful energy. And I know you're going to be like, 8 of Swords, beautiful? Follow me out here. So let's walk the talk. In love, you have the Queen of Swords, and this is your life path. This is about this honesty and just walking it out. Say what you mean and be very clear about it. Get to the point, right? So you were very clear about what you felt when it came to commitment, right? And that's that you trusted this person, that you did not want to get into a legal commitment, if you will, right? Because you wanted to stay single. And now you're looking back at that and you're really starting to rethink this. It's kind of put you back in your head as to why wouldn't this person want a commitment if they were in a relationship with you. I feel like you're starting to really look at this a little bit different. And there has been some communication with all these wands on the board and swords on the board. I mean, you have the Queen of Swords right here. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the Knave of Swords. And that's just in this bottom row. Oh, and the Eight of Swords. So you have, out of 6 of the cards, out of the mini tarot, you've got 4 swords. This is a lot of words. There's some clarity that has come through. In fact, I believe it came through recently. And it's put you in your head. It's changed your perspective. And you've got to get out of this mental entrapment that you've self-imprisoned yourself. And you're doing that by putting this 10 of Wands down. Let's move up and qualify this Tower. Here we go. Introspection. King of Cups. Wow. In dream, the Emperor. Are you kidding me, Pisces? Ooh, experience 7 of Cups. All right. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So, in introspection, you have this beautiful King of Cups, and that is that you did feel deeply. You felt very, very deeply, but there was a lack of expression on either your part or theirs. I feel like it's your energy, Pisces, with the King of Cup. Scorpio, Libra could be too. You might have felt like they felt deeply, but they didn't know how to express it properly. And that could be that immature, youthful energy that I keep feeling in this reading. In your perspective, how you see things in your dream, you have the Emperor. You feel that they've grown up, like they've blossomed up. Blossomed up? There's a glow up somehow. There's a big glow up. They're seeing you as the Emperor too, and you see that now. What's interesting in your experience is there's a lot of options out here, and there's a lot of confusion. I don't think either of you knows if the... There's a lot of confusion here. I was going to say, I don't know if either of you realizes the other person. Both of you have options. It's being mirrored here. But you do feel victorious. Something about this message sets you free. It just does. It changes your perspective into a winning perspective. I feel this Tower is extremely shocking. And I do believe it changes the whole way you see this entire relationship. I think this is going to knock you for a loop. Now let's get up to this victorious 7 of Wands and let's qualify with our spiritual success. In cleansing, you have the 7 of Pentacles. In renewal, judgment is being called. And in purity, you have the Knave of Wands. So what is needing cleaned out is this waiting game. Waiting, waiting, waiting. 7 Pentacles. It's all about waiting things out and waiting for the time to be right. And as the guy from Minnow Pond always says, is the time ever going to be right? I mean, you can wait forever, but you need to clean out this waiting. It's about what's not seen, you know? And in transformation, you have this beautiful, in Scorpio, house placement on the board. You have judgment. There's a decision being made. The angels are saying, time to make a decision. Purity, your placement there is this Knave of Wands. There's a brand new expression of passion that you were not expecting to return. What, Pisces? what is this information that comes along? Because it does. You definitely have some information coming along that's going to do a great deal of healing. All right, Pisces, I'm very excited. I want to do this. I haven't seen a lot of these, so it's always like very exciting for me. 10 of Wands. Whoa. Looks like Walt Disney, right? So it's a 19, qualifying this 10 of Wands. It's about completing a cycle from going from a 19, which is 1 plus 9 reduced to a 10, and a 10 reduced to a 1. So it's a 10 to 1. It's a cycle is complete, but in this case, you have the 6 of Spades moving to a much plusher view. Look what's being unveiled, right? The fog is lifting, and you can see this absolutely solid structure behind all this. Whoa. No wonder you're shocked. I don't think you realized how much your presence affected the situation. Hierophant. Oh my golly. Pisces, you have a 24, which is the reduction is 6. All about love, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. It's all about your overall love for yourself, as well as you have twin mate. You have soulmates here right over the Hierophant. Somebody felt that this is aligned. I feel like you're starting to feel it too. We might have 2 people on the same page. Are you serious? Let's look up here. This could be amazing, Valentine. We get some of these star-crossed lovers together finally. And we're looking at the Tower. Big card to qualify here. What? Hello, what? Answer the phone. Hello, Pisces. Pick up the phone. It is the Queen of Swords speaking truth about this love. That's what's shocking. This Queen of Swords, doesn't matter, female, male, there's no gender in the tarot. Somebody has sent a message or a gift of love. Just complete love. Beautiful. Here we go. And here you are, Pisces, at the top, victorious. Why? Whoa, 8 of Diamonds. 8 of Pentacles. You've worked on yourself. 33. Master number. The key to your own cage. It's your own freedom. Is it a cage? Is it a trap? Or is it aligned for you? That is what you have to decide, my lovely. That is what is on the board, because you are definitely being offered a beautiful cup of love here. I mean, it looks aligned completely. All right, here we go, Pisces. I love you to the moon back. We're going to go ahead and we're going to grab each sign and tell you what we have on the board. So if you are crossing paths with an Aquarius, there's some brand new communication coming in. It could be a newer relationship, or somebody wants to kind of tiptoe in and kind of start talking about things. If you are dealing with a Gemini, there's somebody that basically said their piece and rode out the door, and they're waiting on you to come across as to how you're going to communicate back to them. So there's a decision on the board. There's an offering from this Knight of Swords, if you will. If you're dealing with a Libra, something is out of balance between the two of you. There's some work to be done, and it definitely needs to come into balance so that it's aligned for both of you. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, this is somebody that is ready to speak their piece. They'll cut it out if it's not the truth. They want the whole truth. They're ready to listen to what's being said. But when you approach this Capricorn, just be mindful. They're expecting, they're not playing games. Okay? They're wanting straight up the truth and what you really feel. If you are dealing with a Taurus, this person is not investing in the relationship right now because they are more concerned with making sure that they're covered, that they've got their own life raft blown up, they're taking care of themselves, and they're very focused on their pinnacle. And they're very much steady and a single-minded individual. If you're dealing with a Virgo, The Virgo is in their head right now. They have some amount of pressure that's keeping them feeling like they're trapped in a situation. They're not able to clearly see a way out, even though there is, because it's all mental torture that they're putting themselves through. And they're going to have to grow out of that through a lot of just realizing these swords aren't really blocking anything. They can just cut right out the back there. Now, if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, they definitely have a huge cup of love for you. Huge, but they're not speaking right now. They're just kind of sitting back and thinking about it and really feeling the emotion. But they're being very quiet about how they feel at this time. If you're dealing with a Leo, this Leo just feels like he's the emperor of the world. I don't know what communication that you gave them, Pisces, but they feel like, yeah, they feel like they're the emperor. Or they're feeling like you are their emperor. You take how it resonates. You'll know. And if you are dealing with an Aries, there's a lot of confusion on right now. A lot of options on the table. The Aries is either confused by the options you have or unclear if you're single. There's a lot of confusion, and it just needs to have some communication and get to the bottom of it. If you are dealing with a Pisces, then it's time to quit waiting. You have this in the cleansing. Cleanse out this waiting game. Somebody needs to quit with the stalemate and just really communicate. That's the best answer I can give you. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, there's a judgment on the table, and somebody put it on the table saying, hey, this is how I feel, and you need to make a decision here. And if you are dealing with a Cancer, this is a very warm, inviting, new opportunity. This person feels passionate, but they're coming in maybe for a cup of coffee. They're going to start small, so it does look very nice. All right, Pisces, that is your Valentine reading. I love you to the moon and back. Much love, much light, and namaste. Welcome, Scorpio. This is going to be your happy Valentine's Won't You Be Mine reading. Let's jump over to the 11 Wheel of Life manifestation board. And you guys, I've got these mystery cards, came from Amazon. Don't know who sent them. Thank you to whoever the anonymous sender was. They are very strange. There's misprints in the deck, duplicates in the deck, and they're not complete. So it's indeed a huge mystery deck. Now, I've only seen a few of these during the readings. I have not examined the whole deck. So this will be very interesting. I've pre-shuffled, pre-smudged, and premeditated on all the decks. I'm going to cut it one more time just to get your energy thoroughly entwined. And now we're going to grab 4. We're going to save these for the end of the reading. Who knows what these mystery cards are? Whoa. I'm not going to look. They flipped. So we're going to keep them over here. I feel like there's going to be a reveal in your read, Scorpio, in some way. Like somebody's going to come up with a big surprise for your Valentine's Day that's going to blow you away or something, because those cards flipped. Only time that's ever happened in all the reads, and you're the 9th reading. So that's pretty good. Let's jump over here with the Oracle deck. This is Whispers of Love. We're going to start the reading with Great Spirit, which is the universe where we co-create in the middle there and work around that. Great Spirit speaks. You have a 37. 37 is a 10. When you reduce the number, 3 plus 7 is 10. And a 10 is 1 plus 0, a 1. So you have a 10 to 1. 10s are about closing cycles, and 1s are about starting a new cycle. So let's really look at this. It says, act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. That gives me pause to thought. I mean, how do you do that, really? We're going to have to get some more clearance. Archangel Michael, I'm going to ask that you give us a clarifier. No, I'm just going to grab the good tarot. I kind of get the gist of it, but I want to understand a little bit more. I just want to throw this on here. Queen of Air. Wow. Look at this owl. I said what I meant. That's what basically the divine said. I said what I meant. When you see the Queen of Air, there's no mincing of words. And look at this. Intuitively know that your soulmate is near. That's what I get. Gotcha. I love that. I absolutely love that. Owls are all knowing. It's all about intuition. Okay, let's get some tarot. More tarot on it. We're going to go with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Let's get this deck cut. There we are, my lovelies. We're going to get this all set up here in the more, right in the middle. And we're going to start here in the east where the sun rises. It's all about communication. It's about thought process and where our mind sits. And what is wrapping around my Scorpio's mind? Working on yourself, 8 of coins. As we go into the south node, it's all about your earth realm and it's your emotional. What are you feeling? 8 of Swords. Interesting. You've got 2 8s on the board. You have the 8 of coins and the 8 of Swords. So that's a natural 88. That's a master number. You might want to look it up. Okay, west, fire. This is all about where the sun sets, right? Ancestors speak. Holy crap. There is something coming that's going to shock you, a big reveal. Because you go from the 8 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. We're going to get in deeper. We're going to dig deeper in just a little bit here. We're going to go right up here, north, water, spiritual success. This is all about our lessons and blessings. Your north node, your highest path for you. Whoa, Pisces just got this in this reading in the same spot. This is victorious. This is a victorious card. Whatever this is that you're wanting, you come out on top. Absolutely, with the 7 of Wands energy, Scorpio. Beautiful. Look at the coloration on the board. I feel like I'm going to a party. A Valentine party, right? I love this. So let's dig a little deeper. So right away, I can honestly say that very clearly, it's all about you focusing on yourself and that self-love. And you're working your way out of feeling this reflection that you're not good enough. You went within. Yeah, you were seeing yourself in this light that you, I don't know, like unwanted feeling. And now something has come up. The ancestors are telling you something is coming up that is going to bring you 10 cups of love. Complete emotional satisfaction. Look at that yellow, beautiful, beautiful beginning. Has a lot to do with how you think, okay? So in your thought process, it's about working on yourself, and you get into the emotional side and you're like, oh, I got a lot of swords, a lot of words I didn't speak. And so something got communicated, whether you communicated it to yourself or you communicated it external to clear this confusion up, right? And it's bringing in a blessing you don't see coming. That's going to leave you very victorious with this 10 of Cups in your west, where the sun sets. At the end of the day, you're going to be really happy and feel victorious at that with the 7 of Wands in your north node. Let's get some lessons and blessing cards on here. We're going to cut this deck, and we'll put those in our oracle location. Let's see what we've got going. As you enter the first cycle here, what cycle are you currently in? Oh, now this isn't that much of a surprise for card, but when I see it together with the 8 of Pentacles, streaming sideways, which is your east, all about your thought process, it's coming up from that murky, dirty bottom where that seed had to have dirt and really work up from the depths of hell, basically, to get to the light, and then magically floating on the surface. This lotus flower unfolding in its beauty as you do your self-work. And that is exquisite, because that's what's happening. This is what you were seeing. It's in your south node. It's your challenge. And it's all about your mind and how you see yourself, right? So there's been a lot of soul work done here, Scorpio. A lot. Whoa. Clarifying. Now, I want to bring this up. I've got to point this out. fire, west, where the sun sets. It's all about how your ancestors play a part in your heritage. And look at this. We have fire, passion with 10 of cups. I tell you, you didn't see it coming. I think this is going to blow your mind. I really do. I think this is going to very much shock you. It's a very passionate expression of this 10 of cups, right? Wow. Okay, let's get into some baby tarot here, do some qualifying. I want you to look at this. I mean, you have a beautiful, beautiful spread of color here. When you take a breather and you look at the spread, we have fate and destiny crossing our path in the universe with a great spirit. And now we're going to build up you, your energy, and the foundations of your life and how you're co-manifesting with the divine. In Illumination, clarifying this 8 of coins, working on yourself, right? You have this King of Pentacles. Beautiful. Clarity, you have the 3 of coins or 3 of Pentacles. And in Wisdom, you have the 6 of Cups. What? Whoa. All right. Let's look at this a little better. So King of Pentacles is being illuminated to you. You see this as the catch. This is being shown to you. You see someone as the catch. You're wanting to work together with them, but there are other options that they have. And that's what you feel has brought up the bottleneck in the relationship. In other words, it's kind of a tight place, is that you feel like in order for this to progress, it's been taking long enough and the options aren't getting narrowed down. And in Wisdom, you don't want the past to hold you back. That's what 6 of Cups means. It means about being nostalgic and maybe getting hung up. But you've had experience, and this is about justice here. It's your 7th house. It's Libra. It's about commitment and so forth, and it's about not letting someone else hold you back. And that's what you feel's going on. Now, it would have meant in a sense of possibly somebody from the past returning, which it can mean. However, in this situation, under Wisdom, this is you knowing not to let somebody else hold you back from what is meant for you. Oh my golly. Talk about growth. I mean, talk about growth. This is going to get rewarded is what's going on. So, when we look at this, our emotional trial and error, it's almost as if this reflection of yourself wasn't good enough is what you were feeling with this relationship here. You weren't feeling good enough because it was taking too long. And like I said, I feel like there were other options, whether it was work or whatever it was, something always seemed to come before you. Here we go. Clarifying love, the devil, Capricorn energy, in trust, 4 of Pentacles, and in growth, judgment. Holy major arcana. What? Okay, Scorpio, let's talk. Let's walk the talk. Whew. Major transformation is happening. Obviously, we go from this 8 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. How does that happen? Right here. Because we're clarifying what this 8 of Swords has done. So, in love, Capricorn energy, and Capricorn energy with the devil, there was some toxicity in this relationship, whatever it is. It felt like it was holding you back, right? You just felt constricted by it. See how their legs are entrapped in these tails? Now, when you look over here in trust, you were just holding on. They were just holding on, but it wasn't going anywhere. It's being held on too tightly when it's time to release. And you're being called. Either they are or you are to release this. I feel like it's you're choosing to release this. I really do. Because you're outgrowing this toxicity of no growth. I really do. Here we go, Scorpio, up at the top. We're going to be qualifying this beautiful 10 of coins, right? This fire, passion. I almost said fashion. Fire and passion. Here we go. Physical realm being manifested. What's coming towards you? In introspect, you have the Four of Swords. In dream, Queen of Cups. And in experience, there's the option, Seven of Cups. Yep. Somebody felt like an option and they're done with it. Yeah, it was causing a lot of doubt. And it might be both sides. Ninth house, all about philosophy. It's about getting a new perspective and resting. I feel like this was weighing heavier on you than you expected. I think you have a lot of healing to come out of it. In your perspective, in your dreaming, you have the Queen of Cups. This is somebody that's very intuitive. Scorpio, you know this person is somebody that follows their gut, that they make decisions based truly that are aligned for their highest good. And in experience, your first house, it's about your physical temperament. I feel like options are what held this all back and caused the doubt with you and them. And that was the major bottleneck. That was what was holding this all at bay, if you will, from progressing. So there was stagnation here. And I feel like somebody wanted options. They wanted these options. And that's what kind of the experiences that these options came into play. Changed the whole ball game, if you will. Seven of Wands. This is all about your spiritual success here. Let's qualify. In cleansing, your 12th house, you have the King of Wands. In renewal, you have the Moon. And in purity, Two of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of information that is just now really coming to the surface as you do the soul work. So in your house of your 12th house, unseen realm, cleansing out this King of Wands. King of Wands is this in and out energy, if you will. Now, King of Wands is somebody who's very passionate. They can be egotistical. In other words, they can be all about their ego. I feel, Scorpio, that's what you're cleaning out. I do. At least that's what's going to have to go. I think that the ego is getting stroked by whoever has the options. That's what's going on. And that's what's being asked to be cleaned. You or them. You take how it resonates. I don't sugarcoat. I read the cards. I'm here to give you the truth. All right? Now, renewal. Scorpio, 8th house. Pisces energy. Cancer energy, too. That's their planet, the moon. Yeah. Renewed clarity is coming in because that's a bright moon. You can clearly see everything. And it's aligned because you have the two mirrored towers. Yeah, they're towers, but they're sturdy. Something's getting revealed. And it's going to be about this decision. There's a decision, a pure decision. Somebody has made a decision, Scorpio. And maybe you did. Maybe you made the decision to wash this energy out of your life, like wash that in and out energy out of your house, out of your life, because you can clearly see that you need to get back on track, what's best for you, right? Let's get the mystery cards. All right, my lovely, lovely Scorpios. Here we go. We're going to qualify this beautiful soul work, working on your craft, getting aligned with you. A love letter of some kind. It's 7 of Swords. Well, it's 7 of Spades, same as 7 of Swords. It's almost like it's a 27, which reduces to a 9. I feel like this is a letter of communication, where you just express yourself that it's time to do what you need to do, like a Dear John letter. Is this a Dear John or a Dear Jane letter? I don't know. I really feel like it is. That you have to do what's right for you. Yep. 8 of Swords. is qualified by this dice. Now look at this person. Your energy was all locked up in your head. This person kept you stagnant. 3 and 9, 39. You have a 12, which reduces to a 3. Somebody's kind of wanting a little bit more risk in the game, a little bit more excitement to adventure. But I do feel they're going to win. They're going to win. You've got victory up here with the 7 of Wands in your North Node, as well as we're rolling the dice, right? Okay, here we go. We're going for the 10 of Cups, clarification. Whoa, you got a 4, which is all about foundation. It's a structure. This could be about your home. And it's the King of Heart, which is the King of Cup. Damn, you've got the Queen of Cup up here. This is a divine pair. This is spiritually aligned. And it's a 10 of Cup. But somebody's giving it up. I think possibly, Scorpio, this person's going to send you communication that they've been working on themselves and that they're coming out of this options, that the experience is they don't want these options. Because you're victorious here, you're victorious here. So when you get here with the 10 of Cups, it's telling me that this may be what they're letting go of. So 7 of Wands, how are you victorious? Let's look. Holy crap. 8 of Clubs, 8 of Wands. This is fast communication and victory. Look at the birds. Look at the loyalty here. Wow, there's a stag in the picture. I always think of Capricorn and Sag when I see a buck. Don't ask me why. Well, Sag, I get because they're a hunter. Capricorn, I have no idea. Just they take forever to really make a decision when it comes to something that they want to make. I sound terrible. Capricorns tend to hold back, I should say, not take forever. They're just very thoughtful. They think things through, and it can take, they can grow horns here, right? I don't know where I'm going with it. Just forget that, Scorpio. Let it go. But you have a 21, another 3 when it's reduced. So you've got a 3 here and a 3 here. You've got a 9 here and a 4 here. When you had the 9 and the 4, you get 13, so you're back to a 4. Anyway, you feel me. You feel me. This is taking a surprising turn. Somebody is coming back in, and they're going to say that they have changed, and they want this 10 of Cups, this new foundation, that they went through hell and back to get there. And you feel it's a gamble. You're going to be asked to go within your intuition. You are being guided to clean out this, cleanse this King of Wands. Just so you know, it's on the board. Clarity is being renewed. Decision. You're going to have to make a pure decision based on your intuition. I will tell you that with this Capricorn, this energy here, I can feel that there is some toxicity that this relationship was still clinging to, like a codependency. This has not been pured. And they're holding on tightly. In your growth, you're being asked to make a true judgment call here. And when you go to the other 4 corner of the board, you've got the decision. Really look at your 4 corners. You've got this King of Pentacles in Illumination, right? Then over here on this corner, on the west corner, you've got the southwest. You've got this Judgment, and then you go right up here to the 4 of Swords, getting a new adjustment in your perspective as you rest with new information. What's the new information? This beautiful letter. And here we go. We're going to climb to the top of this mountain, you know, and be victorious. I love your reading. I really do. So, Scorpio, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, this is somebody that is very slow moving. They're going to take their time, but they're solid and they're in it for the long haul. If you are dealing with a Gemini, there's possibly more options. you would need to work together with this person to come together because there's too many coins on the table. A lot of energy here. If you're dealing with a Libra, I'm going to tell you, don't let the past hold you back. If you're wanting something with this person, just remember not to repeat your relationship patterns is what I would give as advice. And if you are dealing with Capricorn, I feel there are some serious adjustments that need to be made. It has some sort of a toxicity. Even though it is the devil, there are other Capricorn cards. This one just happens to weigh very heavily that there is some toxicity, almost like a obsession, if you will, codependency. And if you are dealing with a Taurus, somebody is still hanging on. They're thinking about things, they're studying the situation, and they're still clinging to your energy. If you are dealing with Virgo, there's a decision on the board. Clarity's been brought, and the universe is saying, time to make a decision. If you are dealing with a Sagittarius, they're resting, they're collecting their thoughts, they're getting a whole new view of this, like a readjustment with the divine to bring in a whole new perspective. If you are dealing with a Leo, you have somebody that is very intuitive, or they see you as this, very nurturing, loving, kind, giving. This is a very motherly nature. If you are dealing with an Aries, there's a lot of confusion on the board, a lot. There is snakes on some of these cups, there's magical spells, there's little demons, there's a pyramid, there's something here. Only one of these has a face, actually. And so not all these options are viable. You're going to have to figure this out and work through them to figure out what is your real cup of love here with Aries. So somebody's got too many options causing the confusion. If you are dealing with a Pisces, this person is definitely feeling passionate and on their throne, in their power. They're feeling solid. Are they long-term? Possibly, because they are a king. Not always, because they are very, very much about passion. But they do have a new beginning up there. Now, that's something you're going to have to make the decision on. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, there's some stuff coming to light, definitely. Possibly about a Cancer, or they may have Cancer, or you may have as a moon. There's definitely something being revealed that's going to change this a little bit from where you're seeing it now. And if you are dealing with a Cancer, all right, Scorpio, there's a decision on the board. Somebody's going to do what's right for them. And that's where we're going to leave it. So happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much. Please hit that like, subscribe, and the bell. And that inspires me so much. Or at least leave me a comment on if this resonated with you. I love all your blessings and all the sharing that you do with me on this channel and the support. Much love, much light. And you know what, Scorpio? I love you. To the moon and back. I do, I do, I do. Happy Valentine's. Peace out.